Well, let's get an update on this situation now. And Linda Mnisi is on the scene for us this morning. Linda, good morning to you. So while many will be wondering what caused this fire, the preoccupation for those affected residents is when electricity will be restored. Is there a guarantee that by this afternoon the power will be back in their homes?
Well, that's not clear at the moment, Toli, given the fact that, of course, the officials from City Power will have to go in and, examine exactly where the problem is before they can say whether or not power will be restored. So when they are able to go in, because also depending on whether the structural integrity allows them to go in, it will be then that they start that work. So one can't necessarily guarantee that power will be restored by today. It's also determined by the extent of the fire. Yesterday when we spoke to Robert Mulaudzi, he indicated that in fact this fire started at around 8 o'clock in the morning. It was reported around 8 o'clock in the morning and started from as far as Gandhi Square. You know where Gandhi Square is from where we are. It's about 5-10 kilometers if I'm not mistaken. So it's taken a lot of work to kind of get to this point and extinguish the fire. You'll remember they said that the cables run for about 10 kilometers. So one can only imagine the extent of the damage that has been caused by this fire. It needed the team to, deal with it in a highly technical way first by the use of cameras to really establish where the fire was coming from. And then we had teams only using the manhole that you're seeing behind me, just next to where the JMPD officers are standing. There is a manhole that, it's actually one of the manholes that the authorities or the firefighters were using to go underground. There's another one just in the middle of the road next to where that cone has been placed, and that cone particularly indicates that the manhole is open. So they had to go underground, and Robert Mulaudzi speaks about how difficult it is to breathe underground. They have to also assess issues around the air quality, so they need oxygen and a lot of equipment to then go inside and start extinguishing the fire. So it will then depend on the authorities from City Power what happens next once they get onto the scene, once the scene is officially handed over to them.
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much for the time being. We are going to keep tabs on this story. The people who are affected surely want power restored to their communities. So we'll make sure that we'll keep you updated